In the 1990s, the Titan 2000 was followed by the Avenger 2000 and the Microlite 2000. And then at the very end of the 90s, there was a Titan 3000 and an Avenger 3000 that were fractionally thinner and lighter and quite a bit more expensive than the ones that came before. They weren't ever cheap rods. The Titan 2000, this one in 1991, full price about £350, but you could get them for about £240. Same with the Avenger 2000. And then in the 2000s, Jeff Salisbury found Carbotech, and we got the Carbotech rods. And then finally, the factory that produced those rods stopped producing fishing rods. Masterline then sort of took over the Normark name, and there were some various Titans, Microlites and Avengers, sort of a Titan 2, and there were different versions of those, and the eventual ones were Chinese made. However, this year we've got some new Normark rods. The brand is back, the Normark Legacy rods, and I've got the new Normark Titan. She's got a Duplon handle, cork, slim rod, nice and tippy. See it being used here. I'm fussy about rod handles, and so I'm used to the bulked up handle like on my 2000, and just had an arm lock added to it as well, so it's really getting there. And this is just a plain slim handle with a screw down fitting. There was a rumour that the Mitchell match wouldn't fit the fitting it does. There's a couple of keeper rings, one just above the rod there and one at the end there, which the person who's lent this to me for this afternoon has covered up because it gets in the way. That needs to go. Don't care about that one, I'll soon get rid of that. It definitely feels lighter than the original Titan 2000, but that's a rod over 30 years old and it's not a heavy rod. And it's a nice soft tip. I've had a carp about £4 on it today, and it dealt with that fine. It bends quite a bit. And time will tell how they do. There's different variants, some sort of 12, 14 foot variants as well as standard 13s. And there may yet be some 15-foot variants going on. So I think it's fair to say if you're in the market for a new match rod and you've got around about £300, this one's slightly less, some are slightly more, then I think they've got to be worth a very serious look. Probably one of the best rods in that price point at the moment, and it's been a joy to use this afternoon. One thing to note, the original 2000 series and 3000 series had Fuji titanium eyes, and they were very light, extremely good eyes, and I don't think you can buy them anymore. I really don't. They seem to have disappeared. They were expensive. I've got a feeling the retail for a full set for a Titan 2000 was about 80 odd pounds back in the 90s. Maybe they're too expensive or were too expensive. Now I've hooked something. I've hooked the bottom, I think. Something's just running off. I see a good bend in the rod now. I've got a carp running me all over the lake. I checked the diameter of the two rods, the Titan 2000 and the Legacy Titan, and at the butt there's 0.5 millimetre difference, so The new one's very slightly thinner, but not much. But it is a thin rod. Until next time, it's goodbye for now.